Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so I'm recording this pretty close to my Honkai Impact graduation trip animated short reaction, and I'm still trying to cope with my feelings about it. I still don't know how to feel. So I decided I'm gonna go back and start this new Honkai Retrospective series for myself. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to reanalyze and re-react to every single Honkai Impact short animation in the context of the ending. So now that I know the entire story, I should be able to point out a lot more interesting details, a lot more, you know, small things they might have included. So I'm just going to start, I guess, and we are going to be starting with Reburn. I decided not to start with Will of the Hersher, even though it's technically the first. I don't really know. Reburn comes at a weird point in the timeline. We'll get into that soon. But without further ado, let's get started. Oh, this is a nostalgic animation, though. Like 3 minutes compared to the 7-minute one. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Usually MiHoYo likes to leave weird references in the backgrounds. I think this is supposed to be a reference to Google. If you look up there, it's like the red, yellow, blue, green symbol, like Google. And I'm pretty sure these are references to other Chinese brands of phone. Huh. Also, if you notice, if you take a look here on her avatar on this, this is her avatar in her phone, which is actually an older design for KIANA. Because of this blue hair clip here, that's indicative of the GGZ version of KIANA. And the Mei here is also the same as GGZ Mei instead of Honkai Impact 3rd, which I thought was interesting, and it was a bit odd. Also, this was bothering me. Where did KIANA get that Pocky from? Because if you take a look here, look, like it is in her pocket because I own this jacket in real life, and there's not enough room in there to hold a Pocky box. Where did you just get that individual stick of Pocky from? That made no sense. Also, if you take a look back here, this is something that someone pointed out, but in this vending machine like model, there's actually Mei, and you actually see it not appear once, but twice. You see it down here as well. And I thought that was a funny detail. If you actually go in-game and go to the train station of the end in Chapter 34 and 35, and you zoom in on one of the vending machines, this detail's actually still there, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how KIANA just got an individual Pocky from nowhere. Also, 2 minutes passed in between those texts. And this was an interesting scene for me here. Okay, this is why I say I don't understand where this happened in the timeline. Because if you didn't know, this robot here is Arahito, or Arahato, which is an in-universe anime, like Gundam, basically. Like, imagine Optimus Prime, but in the Honkai universe. And apparently, in Second Eruption, Anti-Entropy made that anime series to fund the actual robot that they wanted to build. And this is the robot. But at this point in the story, it's really confusing. I'll just show you in a second. Also, this was so sick. Oh, and also, wait, hold up. Here, look, Honkai Impact 3rd can. Oh, shoot. Yeah, here it is. If you look up here, the actual drink name is Honkai Impact. And I think it was the same can that had Mei on it. Yep. Yeah, it was the same can. Here, alright, now this is one of the weird parts of this animation. Cause KIANA owned this jacket from before she, abandoned Shixel. Like, she only got this tear in her jacket during the Arc City arc. She didn't have this initially with her jacket. Because I'm assuming this jacket was issued to her by Shixel, which is why it has the logo. But it's a bit confusing because that implies that this is after she already turned into the Herrscher of the Void for the first time. And because that's when the Arc City arc happened. But if that's true, then anti-entropy at this point is on KIANA's side because they're working with like Teresa and May. So I don't really know why Arahito's trying to kill her in this one, considering that's an invention of anti-entropy. And I don't don't know, a lot of people are like, oh, May was the one who sent the robot because of the text, but I have a lot of trouble believing that May wouldn't, if May knew where KIANA was, I have a lot of trouble believing that May wouldn't just go there by herself instead of send a giant robot after her best friend. I don't know. Yeah. And this is another interesting thing here, because the only time we've ever seen KIANA's eyes go full orange throughout the entire main story, alright, the only time we've ever seen KIANA go full on orange-eyed throughout the entire main story is the one time that she let the Herrscher of the Void take over during chapters 7 through 9. So even every time after that she's used the Void Herscher's powers, it's been a half and half. She's had one blue eye and one orange eye. So this is a bit interesting. I think that this animation was made before they fully planned out the rest of the story, so that's probably why the timeline is so jumbled up. It's just something that I noticed a while ago. Like, yeah, if you go to Night Moonbeam's official character art, yeah, she, even in her Night Moonbeam and in the manga, she doesn't have the orange eyes when in this form. Man, but regardless, this scene is so badass. Man, this fight was so sick. Also, yeah, this pose, KIANA seems to really like the cradled into winged pose, because she does it in her ultimate as Herrscher Finality as well. And when that ultimate got revealed, I was like, damn, that's such a cool reference, even though I don't think that Reburn is technically canon to the story. Also, this is another part where I'm like, I don't understand the symbolism here. Because I don't think that it's still relevant within the actual main story that we got. Because the thing is, KIANA never had any reference for what Arahato was. And this line in particular doesn't mean anything really to our KIANA, because it's more so a reference to Siren, because this is a line that means a lot to Siren, as in like the Herrscher of the Void personality. But to our KIANA, I don't remember if it really means anything. I do think she knows what it is, and she did have to use it in that dream sequence that she was having in, like, chapter 6 or something. But it was just an interesting choice for it to include here, especially with the robot and this. I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever been able to, like, fully make sense of this scene, just because KIANA never really knew about Arahato. Or if she did, it would be through her dad, and she'd only known her dad in that log cabin, and I don't think that they had access to watch it, probably. But I don't know, it's interesting. Like, I guess the first-hand interpretation of people who know the lore is that she is set, because ich irre diche, alright, I don't speak German, don't roast me. But it basically is just, I love you, and I don't know, a lot of people have assumed, since it is her father's favorite, like, anime, a lot of people have assumed that it's like saying, it reminds her of her dad, and she's just saying I love you to her dad. But at this point in the story, it also doesn't make much, I don't know, it's very confusing. Yeah, like I said, Reburn has really sketchy canonicity in the story, because I don't remember. Hold on, let me check. This came out on April 24th, 2018. Holy crap, that was recent. That's a lot more recent than I thought. And then this came out, yeah, July. So this one came out like almost 3 months later. Yeah, because Will of the Hersher is the first actual story cutscene that we've seen in Honkai during chapter like 7, I think. But Reburn comes before that, because it comes before that. It's just a really interesting thing, and I think it's more so meant as a concept animation than it is a canon animation. So I understand why it is the way it is, and I still really like the animation. For as much as I'm criticizing some of the details as they don't age super well, I still think that it's a really solid animation, and it gives a lot of context and and it just really showcases KIANA's personality well in this short 3-minute animation. So anyways, I think that's probably enough for today. I'm going to be reacting to every single one of the Honkai Impact 3rd animated shorts. Next up is probably going to be Will of the Hersher, since that's the one that technically comes next. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. If you liked or have any other interpretations or ideas about this animation, leave it in the comments below, and I'd appreciate a follow. So, you guys have a nice day. See you later, and bye!